Parang folder, tama ba? Alam niyo yung portfolio, parang folder. So, a quick illustration po talaga nun, ayaw natin ng individual projects. Gusto natin portfolio projects that contribute to the bigger goal that we want to achieve. Okay? Kasi circular economy is a very complex problem. At hindi siya masusolusyonan ng isang proyekto lang. Hindi siya masusolusyonan ng isang grupo lang or isang organization lang or isang team lang working on it. It has to be a group of people, a group of projects. So you want to transition from projects to creating a portfolio. Now your projects actually is part of a puzzle that solves the bigger, that will make us see the bigger picture. Okay pa? Okay pa? Sige. So it's a methodology that seeks to develop, test, learn, and scale a suite of interventions that are complementary and can shift complex systems by focusing on multiple interventions at a given time. Again, the point is multiple interventions. And I will give examples of portfolios in a while. And the ultimate po talaga, before this day ends, na Caloocan will have a portfolio of solutions na kompleto, na it's a system that can work on itself. Okay? Sige po. So again, we want to transition from projects that are scattered to a collection of interventions hanggang sa maging coherent siya later on. Kasi I feel like, ngayon po, the reason you're here is that may ginagawa kayo in circular economy, right? Yung organization nyo, yung team nyo, may ginagawa kayo. Ang tanong ay, nagtutulong-tulungan ba yung ginagawa natin para mas impactful yung gusto nating ma-achieve? Okay? So, some features of a portfolio, we acknowledge that it's a complex system. We want to invest time and dedicate the capacity to coordinate. So, thank you again for attending this multi-stakeholder workshop because we want to coordinate between different groups. We want to have learning cycles kasi minsan, we create a portfolio right now, may impact ba talaga siya o wala? Do we have to pivot or we have to change or pursue this? Diba? We can't be stubborn sa ideas natin kasi minsan, our ideas won't work. We have to adapt whichever works para lang may makita tayong change, the change that we want to achieve. And we identify leverage points. Sometimes, may mga things na konti na lang, aarangkada na to. Ano yung mga yon na pwede natin i-leverage para makita ng tao na, oh, may ginagawa pala ang LGU, ay may ginagawa pala ang Caloocan on circular economy. Okay? So, just quick lang this, again, from silo to systematic understanding. Yun yung pinaka-summary to. Again, from silo to systems. This is what we want to pursue. Papasadahan ko lang po Okay? So we aim for system change, we aim for coherence, and we want to generate options for action. Again, options kasi we can't be stuck with one solution only. We want to see different options para if this doesn't work, what more can we do? Okay po? Okay po ba tayo? So imagine niyo po that this project is actually a sandbox of what we can do in circular economy. Kasi feeling ko takot tayo minsan mag-implement a project kasi parang what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? But at least here, given this project, we can experiment on what can work and then try to see how it moves forward. So, this is an example of why we need a portfolio approach. So I'm part of the Accelerator Lab team of UNDP, and then we support the climate team, the JEP team. So we have this, meron one time, nilapitan kami ng isang LGU, si Malay, the municipality of Malay, who covers Boracay Island. And they had a problem on their food systems. Alam niyo po ba, fun fact, na ang lahat ng gulay na sa Boracay galing Baguio pa? That's weirdly amazing for me, but also talaga. So they have this problem on their food systems kasi wala silang source, wala silang farmlands on the island mismo. They import from Baguio. So the intervention that we thought na maybe makatulong if we just give them seeds and they plant. But realizing that giving them seeds is not the solution alone. Kasi maraming other factors. In reality, kung bigyan mo namin sila ng seeds, do they have the proper soil for it? Diba? Tama ba yung landscape? Makakatulong mo talaga sa farmers or will it just, or pa-prioritize pa rin ba ng mga establishments ay yung mga galing Baguio pa din? So, you realize that when you think of a solution, minsan hindi yun enough and you have to think of a bigger thing. Tama mo ba? Nag-guess mo ba? So what happened in Malay, we were able to think of a portfolio of solutions for their food system. We had to think of an upstream solution, midstream, and downstream. And we also acknowledge na may contribution ang governance to it, ang agriculture, ang market, may contribution din doon, and social responsibility. So it was 4 layers and then 3 streams. Okay? So parang ganito ang gusto natin makita for Caloocan. Isang portfolio pa lang to. Isang example lang po to of one portfolio. Okay? And then for Malay, what happened also, we did mga multi-stakeholder meetings like ganito. And then yung LGU itself, they invested in the project. They gave 1 million pesos. They hired their 2 project staffs, and kami we gave capacity development. So parang gano'n na. There's co-financing happening with the LGU, with the different teams. It's not just us doing something for them. It's not just them doing things on silo, but it's that collaboration. Alright?
Yeah.
Sige. So, we were able also to give them a mission, a moonshot goal, and results. So parang ganito yung gusto natin gawin before lunch. We want to acknowledge the challenges, the vision, and priority areas ng Caloocan.
Mission.
Okay, so this is also an example of a portfolio. This is circular economy for Pasig. So we went there, we tried to talk to them, and then we yung parang layers namin is may government, responsibility, equity, inclusion, economic model na circular living, which sinabi din yung Sir Richard about circular living. So again, example lang po ito for Pasig naman. So again, a systematic approach is needed to effectively tackle a challenge. And again, circular economy is a very big challenge. So example, just again, for us to appreciate more, plastic pollution, ano ang normal solutions natin dyan? Segregation. Pero minsan hindi yun enough because the production is still growing. So even if we keep on segregating, wala, malulunod pa rin tayo sa plastic natin. May bagong news 2 days ago that, again, biggest top 3 largest marine litter production ang Philippines. Which is very sad to hear. And we would not wanna promote that externally. Pero that's the truth eh. Although, alam mo yun, there's that layer na isisisi ba natin sa taong bayan or sa private sector. Kanino kasalanan ba to? Either way, kahit hindi natin alam kung kanino kasalanan to, may kailangan tayong gawin about this. Tama po ba? Tama po ba? We don't want to be proud to be the biggest source or biggest na meron tayong plastic pollution within our waters. Okay. So, we have to have a portfolio of solutions. Again, I just keep on driving the fact na kailangan portfolio ang solutions natin. Kailangan multiple stakeholders working on the same thing. Okay?
Portfolio.
So again, another example, food systems. And naturally po ang food system natin, it's generally linear. So what can we do about it? Let's try to make it more circular. We want to design waste out, keep materials and products and materials in use longer, and regenerate natural systems. So in a circular food system, again, may contribution si producers, si food brands, si retailers, restaurants, waste management companies, governments, learning institutions, and financial institutions. Again, everyone has a part to play in a circular economy. Okay, so now we want to brainstorm ang circular economy for Caloocan.
Circular economy portfolio.
Ay, wait lang.
Whoa.
I will skip this muna.
Scan.
Okay, so ito ay observations namin from yesterday. Okay? So babasahin ko lang po ito and then mag-edit mode tayo because we want us to plenary. Agree ba kayo sa ganito? Do you want to change this? And hopefully before lunch, we get to agree so that we can move forward. Okay po yun? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So from our observations, from yung mga nireport yesterday at sa mga nakalkal namin nakalkal talaga. Nakalkal po namin online. Ang challenges ng Caloocan ay waste management pa din, infrastructure, public awareness and participation, policy regulation, economic incentives, and technological innovation. These are challenges that we were able to cull from yesterday's conversations and online. The vision that we found, which again, we can update this to be more CE related or focused. The historic city of Caloocan is a source of highly competitive human resource with a vibrant economy populated by empowered and resilient citizenry in an ecological balanced environment governed by people-centric, competent, and ethical public servants. Okay, hindi ko alam, nakalimutan ko lang saan ito nanggaling. Pero kung meron kayong vision sa city, sa LGU mismo, we can also update that. Kung, sa CPD nila to. CDP nila. Okay. But if you want something more specific to CE, you can also discuss this morning. At least we have a common vision for circular economy. And then the priority sectors or areas, again, to be updated kasi to be validated with you guys. Physical framework plan and urban poor growth. There was a lot of mention, especially with our stakeholders, na puro urban poor ang focus. So maybe that's one thing that you guys want to focus on. Maintain equity within the North and South Caloocan, and then barangay CE champions. We keep also on hearing about kailangan implementation at the barangay level. So maybe that's also one thing that you want to focus on. Economic activities, but focus on refuse, repair, refurbish, and remanufacture the upper streams. Green infrastructure, focus on green transportation and green buildings. R&D on innovative waste management solutions, no, not just our normal waste solutions, but innovative waste management solutions. Cultural and environmental tourism, we've heard about that. And
Sector Alliance.
sorry, I think I still can't grapple the fact na nasa Quezon City tayo nag-workshop kasi walang hotel sa Caloocan. So baka gusto nyo rin mag-invest on MICE tourism in Caloocan para doon na tayo mag-workshop next time.
Lapit daw kasi sa sort tsaka sa north and south.
Ang QC.
Ang QC.
Or parang hindi tayo pumili kung north tayo or south, kaya sa QC tayo nag-workshop, ganun ba? So that's one. And another priority area that we heard about is yung alliances sa private sector. How to leverage that. Kasi nga may mga unpublicized na ginagawa na private sector. How to incorporate that for people to know what's going on. Okay? Okay po ba tayo? We will go plenary after this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kasi di ba sabi natin, gusto natin inclusive. So dapat it should be green, resilient, and accessible infrastructure. Green, resilient, and accessible transportation. Ipasok natin lagi yung word accessible. It is not only for the PWD. It is for senior citizens, persons with mobility challenges. And it should be resilient. Kasi may infrastructure ka nga green. Pero sumunod na araw, naging burn na. O, na isang bata, amalan ng earthquake, wasak na. So it should be. Then, another thing is private sector alliance. Hindi pa rin siya inclusive. Saan papasok yung mga civil society? Wala siya. Siya yung hidden forces na para mapalakas mo yung economy. Pakilagay lang po kung okay lang.
Mag-vote po tayo? Yes? Sige, exit tas Sorry. Sige po, pag-isipin ko muna tapos mag-edit talaga tayo. Pero dito muna sa okay po, pero babalik po tayo ulit muna sa challenges ha. We wanna babalik po sa challenges. Infrastructure, and then private sector, may po inclusive. Okay. Pero balik po muna tayo sa challenges ha. Sige po, challenges po muna tayo.
Challenges.
Okay, what do you think of these challenges? Do you agree? Do you wanna add more muna? Do you wanna merge? Thoughts? Especially po ako yung mga taga-planning at city admin dito. We wanna know your thoughts first on challenges.
Challenges.
Okay, we're here to update this together and agree hopefully before lunch.
Recycling rates and reduce landfill
Sige.
dependency. Tama.
Thoughts, ma'am?
Recycling rates.
No thoughts? Sige po.
Infrastructure. Circular practice.
Yes, ma'am. Tuwing ka sa akin, nag-eye contact tayo.
Composting sites.
Agree po ba kayo dito? Lahat? Huwag naman diretso okay lang. Kailangan, ipaglaban nyo naman po.
Waste management, infrastructure.
Yes. Ma'am? Is funding really a challenge? I mean, it is a mechanism, ma'am. Funding is a mechanism. But what is the problem that can be solved by funding?
Increasing public awareness and encouraging participation.
We want to move away po from a charity mindset na funding lang po ang matutulong namin. So, kaya funding should not be a challenge. It is just
Policy and regulation. Andiyan na lahat eh.
Pero ano yung pinaka-underlying challenge? Yes, ma'am.
Although kasama naman kasi nakabanggit naman yung economic incentive, pero this could also include non-fiscal incentives.
Economic and fiscal incentives.
Not non-fiscal kasi may ano na po may tax break na. So fiscal and non-fiscal incentives.
Okay.
Circular practice necessary. Tax breaks, subsidies or
Yes,
grants.
ma'am.
Sa part po ng policy regulation, kasi meron naman po mga existing na ordinances and laws dito sa Caloocan. So, mas maganda po siguro kung mag-add po kami ng amending. Kasi to update rin po kung ano yung mga pwede pang i-apply or i-improve for our city ordinances.
So, amended update. And localized din ba? May gusto
Yes,
yung localization
yes.
also.
Better po.
Ano yung isang mic? Sige, pahawakan niyo po muna. Yes. Tayo ba? Okay. Okay, other comments? Suggestions? Yes, ma'am.
Additional rin po pala, doon sa part ng public awareness and participation po, siguro yung incorporate yung IECs na more on social behavioral na.
Social behavior, lack of social behavior, or sustainable, lack of social behavior, lack of sustainable social behavioral change. Okay, may gusto pa kayong idagdag na challenge? Dagdag na challenge? Yes, ma'am.
Hindi ba pwedeng i-add sa public awareness, yung specifically kung ano yung gusto natin na target, like schools, religious organizations, and other institutions, establishments. To be very specific lang po.
How do you want to log them on to work?
Di ba yesterday, we have mentioned na parang we have a suggestion to incorporate sana sa curriculum ng mga bata yung circular economy starting from preschool. So parang to be very specific about it. Na ilagay doon na i-include po yung mga schools.
So
focus on schools,
DepEd ang
religious communities, and
yung DepEd sa atin at sa may
commercial establishments.
yung head coordination with the DepEd
Establishments.
to add yung curriculum para may add yung
Lagyan natin et cetera just in case may hindi pa tayo maisip. Et cetera din sa dulo.
technical na yan. Hindi namin
Yan, humahaba at dumadami ating challenges. Sige pa po. Yes, sir. Pwede kayo sir mag-comment ha.
para kayo na rin
Ma'am, sir.
Hello. Yung sinabi mo kanina ni ma'am, yan yung i-add sa curriculum. Maganda po yun, ma'am. Pero magkakaroon tayo ng contact with the DepEd dun sa ating locality, sa Caloocan City. Yung pinaka-chief natin dun. Then, pwede kaya sir sa public awareness and participation, specify natin kung mukha ng mga participation ng mga Gen Z, PWD, ilatag na natin yan para lahat yung sakit lahat, no? Yung mga stakeholder. Tapos in terms of establishment, yung sinabi ni ma'am, yung mga establishment, schools, hospital, i-enumerate na natin, parang gagawa na natin na letter A, letter B. Tapos yung sa may categorization yung sa yung mga stakeholder, kakategorize natin, no? Tapos yung pinaka niya, yung unahin muna natin diyan yung pinaka establishment na pwede nating which are not really affected, which will participate dito sa na to, sa mga challenges na to. Sige, sa isip po tayo.
Sige po. In terms of themes po of the challenges, may gusto ko tayo i-add? Theme.
Kasi di ba dito kukuha ng vision. Kung pwede mahalaga yun. Kung pwede lang po mahalaga yung sa halimbawa sa infrastructure. Ganun pa rin, developing the necessary accessible resilient infrastructure.
Dun sa taas mismo, developing sa infrastructure column, developing the necessary accessible inclusive infrastructure.
Para kumbaga, di ba papasok yan sa vision para magkaroon ng consistency.
Thank you.
Sa policy and regulation po, naisip ko lang dun sa pwedeng idagdag is yung sa awards and recognition ng mga barangays para po yung sa enforcement ng mga policies, mas po sila encourage sila na mag-participate po in implementing kung ano man po yung policies na ma-formulate po ni Caloocan City in regards po dun sa circular economy.
Dapat meron siya headquarters.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Sa infrastructure po, I guess much better i-include yung pag-garden. Like, kasi just like po na mas sinasabi kanina ni Sir Richard na more likely ang mga building is walang mga puno, ganyan po, ganyan. And such. Just like kahit man lang, di ba, buildings like,
So,
hindi
green
naman,
spaces siguro.
yeah, green gardening sceneries like that, such. Kasi yun nga, more likely kasi urbanized yung nasa infrastructure at wala siyang green something. Yun lang po sa akin. And,
Ay, sige. Sige, okay. Tapos ano mo naging thought nyo?
Comment ko lang din yung sa sinabi niya. Actually, yung sa company namin, di ba, pinopropose namin kasi parang may environmental programs ka. Si Caloocan parang wala pang yung tree planting, gano'n. Kami, sumasali kami sa ibang LGU pa. Last na sinabihan namin.
Oy! Ay! Ayan, sagot!
May tree planting tayo.
Ipagtatanggol ko ang SEMDG. Dahil nire-review ko yung report nila. Meron silang planning activities. Regular po yan. Diba? And that's being submitted to DIL.
Actually po, to inform po, kasi I'm not sure if for every quarter po kasi may ginawa po yung tree planting. So usually po, establish po namin yan sa north kasi po, given po yung tawag dito, yung design po ng Caloocan na mostly very dense po. Ang south, puro industries, tapos sa north po ay puro mga households, doon po kami nagpakontak sa north. So, ano po ba yung kasi
special invitation na?
Ay, parang gusto namin maging part ganyan. Tapos, yun nga po, parang ang nag-invite sa amin iba pang LG. So, hindi kami aware sa environmental programs ng
Kasi po sir, kami at that time, parang mostly ang kinuha po muna namin is yung mga stakeholders namin, mostly ang focus po ng guest is yung mga students, religious groups, yung mga direct na beneficiaries po. Pero if ever naman sir, pwede naman tayo mag-schedule ng
okay.
planning po.
Okay po.
Willing daw sila.
Super willing po sir. Ayun po. Thank you po.
Sir, may association ba of private sector chamber of commerce ang Caloocan? Na part kayo or something? Meron po ba? May chamber of commerce ba ang Caloocan? Wala po.
Pero ang sinalihan namin is yung Association of Pollution Control Officers. I'm a PCO pala. So, yun po yung parang na-invite kami.
Pollution control.
Ako, association po ng mga PCO.
Yes, ma'am.
Industry Association. Yeah, PPIA, meron din po. And they're part of our CSO.
Dapat nga. Yan lang po yung akin.
Okay.
Dapat nga kasama pala sila.
Yes po, yes po.
Meron po, invited po. Pero
Invited daw, pero
available.
invited but not available.
Okay, so meron po siyang kaugnayan sa infrastructure tsaka sa policy and regulation. Yung sa infrastructure, yung pinag-usapan natin kahapon, kung pwede ma-integrate yung, okay, nakalagay doon sa, vision ba yun, o ano? Yung historic Caloocan. So yun, nabanggit namin, historic yung dalawang location natin sa north, which is yung Malaria Training Center, and yung ating Tala. Kasi historic yun 1940s, 1960s, 70s yun at ano yung bakit na-develop yung area? Diba? So, maganda mailagay natin sa trail yun. And ano yung development niya ngayon? Kasi definitely, isa sa main ngayon, role lalo ng Tala, hindi lang siya dating medical natin facility, but ngayon critical din siya dun sa ating mga future ng ating lalo sa Caloocan, tertiary level siya. Marami pong mga specialization na pwede kumbaga katulong dun sa other health facilities, lalo po sa Caloocan kasi Caloocan system is developing in terms of health systems niya. So makakatulong din siya. Yung mga trails in terms of yung ano ba yung mga important na mga facilities na dapat ang mga tao ay aware. Lalo din yung mga activities na sana in terms of